in there and see our fans. So looking forward to seeing them. We need to create a great environment. I know we will, like always. We need to have the Neyland effect in effect on Saturday night, and it's our responsibility as a football team to prepare and practice the right way to go play, but our fans need to be a huge part of the environment and the football game as well. So looking forward to it. Florida's playing their best ball right now. They've continued to get better throughout the course of the season. That's really in all three phases. Defensively, long, athletic, have speed. Offensively, both of the quarterbacks are playing really good football right now, and offensive line's really solid. So I'll open it up for questions.
Austin and
It doesn't feel like the last few games you all been able to establish any kind of tempo. Is there something going on that's keeping you all from being able to get to tempo? Have you been able to pinpoint it? And then, kind of where do you feel like the struggles on offense the last couple of weeks have resided?
Yeah, this past week, offensively, you look at the football game, so many self-inflicted wounds, pre-snap penalties, playing penalties, miscommunication. So at times you're not playing on tempo. In the course of drives, when we've wanted to play with tempo, we've been able to do it and play efficiently. DSAM's big run. There's multiple instances of it. At the end of the day, you got to play smart, effective football. The prior week, I certainly slowed things down in the second half and played a different style just because of the flow of the football game and trying to play all three phases together. For us, we got to do the ordinary things at a really high level. Last week, we didn't do that very well. The week before that, we did a lot of things really well.
Josh, on pass protection, when you look back at the film, were the issues more pre-snap or post-snap? And why have odd fronts giving you guys issues?
Structurally, that's what the last couple opponents have decided to play against us. Certainly capable last week of attacking it and performing better than we did, in the run game and in the pass game. Again, some of the things that we control, not taking anything away from Arkansas, but some of the things that we control, we did not handle very well. And you heard me say it already, but communication was a big part of it, and then the penalties. Just changes the way the game's played. Too many third and longs. So we got to be ready, go attack what we see on game day.
Kind of following up on some of that defensive structure. I know you've seen every defensive structure against your offense for a long time.
Yeah.
Is there anything that the last 2 weeks have done to make it that those guys are making it harder on Nico? That it's harder for him to decipher because of what they're doing in the back end?
No, Nico played really well a week ago. Clean in his decision making, decisive, accurate with the football. This past week, first play of the ball game, rips a nice ball. Some of all parts as the game went on, we didn't play as clean. Some of that's Nico, some of that's the guys around him. Quarterback position takes 10 other guys around you playing at a high level too. So some of all parts, all 11 operating, doing, I'm going to say, ordinary things at a really high level consistently, was the difference in the ball game the other night.
Do you anticipate seeing the big team will continue to try to do some of that?
Yeah, the last couple of years, we've seen 4 down, 5 down, 3 down. We've seen those structures. We got to go attack it and play well.
Josh, how would you assess the play of Lance and Campbell at tackle, and what's the next step for them? What's really important for them this week as they continue to try and take that next step?
Yeah, love those guys, believe in those guys. Those two, like pretty much everybody offensively, can perform at a higher level as we go, and have performed at a higher level than they did the other night. And some of that's just ordinary things, fundamentals, technique, lineman assignment, and technique.
Coach, specifically on the Arkansas's pass rush, was that more a result of communication, just flat out one-on-one battles?
Some of it was just one-on-one battles.
When you look back at and it's easy to be Monday morning quarterback, but that last minute, I think
You're the lead Monday. You're the first
you're
string
right.
guy.
I am. I'm leading the charge.
Okay, first string.
You hit the big
PUBG
play to
must be second
Dante.
string.
Looking back, do you wish you'd called a timeout there, or were you just trying
Which
to
at the end of the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, in hindsight, yep, for sure. As I recognized that we weren't immediately ready, thought about going to timeout, then I thought we were ready to get the ball off in the next couple of seconds. And, every timeout at the end of the game creates a different scenario where you're not pushing the ball into the end zone, forced to push the ball into the end zone. So, yep, absolutely.
Looking at Florida, what are the challenges in preparing for two quarterbacks? And if you would, can you kind of break down what each of those guys do well?
Yeah, I think both of them have played smart football. They've been accurate with the football, in particular the last couple of weeks. They both operate within the system extremely well. Both have the ability to run the football and move and extend and make plays. The young kid is dynamic with the ball in his hands.
You mentioned Florida's defense. Against their game against UCF, Tyreek Sapp had a really great game, getting sacked the quarterback, I think, 5 times. What's kind of the game plan as you get ready for a quarterback or a defense that does like to blitz as well?
Yeah, they're multiple in what they do. That's their fronts. It's their coverages on the back end. It's the pressures that they apply. And they can get to the quarterback with just a 4-down front, too. So, for us, communication, understanding where we're working to, recognizing the pressure. That can be, the front 5 guys. It's your back. It's your tight end at times as well. All got to be in sync. And then you got to play, good football. You got to play with fundamentals and technique and win your one-on-one. But another part of that is going and winning on the outside, doing it quickly, and quarterback being decisive. All 11 guys got to play together.
Josh, Dylan said after the game he thought that maybe you guys were going to be a little lackadaisical during the open date. You obviously harp on routine and preparation quite a bit. Did you sense anything different in your team's prep, either the extra week or even going into last week?
I thought Tuesday's practice bye week was really good. Wednesday's was a different type of practice. I thought our preparation was solid last week. End of the day, we didn't go perform the way we needed to, and so that's personal accountability and team accountability.
Is there any update on Squirrel and Brew at this point to start the week?
None of the injuries are long-term season-ending injuries. As we go through the week, we'll find out exactly where everybody's at. You guys can look forward to the injury report on Wednesday night. Thank you, buddy. See y'all. Have a great day. Thank you.